Hello and welcome to a new video of The Odyssey by Homer. The Odyssey took place in the Bronze Age, and it began where the Iliad ended and covers the 10 years after the fall of Troy. The Odyssey wanderings cover the surrounding seas of the Ithaca and Aegean. Odysseus of Ithaca journeyed from home to fight in the Trojan War, leaving behind his wife and his son. In this time, in Ithaca, Penelope, his wife, ruled the kingdom and taught her son to love and respect his father. While Odysseus fought in the Trojan War, he angered the Greek god Poseidon and claimed that he didn't need to win the war. Poseidon vowed that Odysseus a painful lesson. When the war was over, Odysseus immediately wanted him to return to his family and kingdom, but Poseidon had different plans for him. Odysseus blew off course and began a 10-year trip struggle back to his kingdom. In these 10 years, Queen Penelope had to defend her rights at home. Several kings/suitors tried to convince that Odysseus was dead and tried to force her to marry them. And however, Penelope faithfully protected her kingdom and her son. During Odysseus and his men endured many challenges during their 10 years of adventure. Their ship first washed ashore on the island of the Suitors. Suitors were not very good people. They gave enchanted food, and it did not have good side effects. Odysseus did not eat the food and had to force his men to reboard the ship. Next, they were held captive on an island inhabited by Polyphemus, a giant Cyclops. Odysseus had to blindfold Polyphemus with a hot poker to save his men and himself. On Odysseus' next adventure, he got challenged by a woman named Circe, who turned many of his men into pigs. After they escaped, they had to fight the sea monsters Scylla and Charybdis, a sea monster within the huge whirlpool, as well as the Sirens, whose singing would make a person insane. A siren is basically like a evil mermaid that's just really scary. And back in Ithaca, Penelope sent Telemachus, Odysseus' son, to find news of his father. After 10 years of struggle, Odysseus finally returned home to his faithful wife, and then he dressed up as a beggar and took revenge on the suitors/kings for their greed and abused and killed the suitors because they abused his family and kingdom. Themes in the Odyssey: fate, the gods and free will, piety and customs and justice, cunning, disguise, self-restraint, memory and grief, glory and honor. These are very important themes in the Odyssey. And right here are the gods. And that's all for the Odyssey.